YouTube. It's of course the Riley Prophecy, and today I'm just here to say this. Um, a lot of people are gonna make a lot of uh, a lot of people are gonna make a lot of excuses for James Harden. Well, I'm not. Um, and I'm not saying this just to say this because you know it's James Harden. I think James Harden had his best years when he was coming off the bench for OKC. Um, Sometimes, Scott Brooks would, slide him into the rotation. But I think his best years was when he was with the OKC coming off the bench. When he went to Houston, they gave him the key, they gave him the city. They gave him the White, they gave him Clint Capella, they gave him CP3, Westbrook. Didn't do nothing with it. Forced his way out of Houston, went to Brooklyn, didn't like the way Kyrie, you know, was treating him. Obviously KD was coming back from his injury, and KD was coming back from his injury, so Kyrie had no excuses. It's not like he was dealing with any injury of his own. He was just not, you know, into games. He was not into. He was not. He was not motivated to play any games. And that left James Harden out there all by himself, trying to, keep the team afloat. So obviously he didn't want to go to Brooklyn. He said that his first destination was Philly. So the request was final, and he got out of you know Brooklyn, and he went to Philly. Now, before this whole thing started, I said that the Heat would win in six. They won in six, but before that, you know, the Sixers was winning games. Um, they were in cusp to making that first seed or that second seed. You know, um, and then you know this happened. So the thing with James Harden is the media is afraid to put him in a spotlight. Like the media is just scared to say, "Oh, he's no good," or "Oh, he sucks." Like I was watching Stephen A. Smith, and you know, I for some odd reason Stephen A. Smith don't want to come to the conclusion that James Harden is a bust. You know, um, you know, he's always getting like he doesn't show up in big moments. You know, like he's not a team player. He still thinks he's a caliber point guard, which he's not. Like everything you hate in the player James Harden is. You know, um, it's just ridiculous. There it is. Like the way that people make excuses for him, it's like if you can't get it done, you can't get it done. I mean, a blind man can't see, but you know, like I can fucking see that James Harden is not good. He was never good, and then people be hyping him up. Oh, this was Houston James Harden. Like Houston, even Houston James Harden didn't even get that far. and he had CP3. So, like, come on, man. Like, you, at this point, James Harden is a journeyman. I won't even call him a bust. He's more of a journeyman. He's just going from team to team, collecting paychecks. He's like a he's like a baby mama on welfare. He's just collecting them checks. Like he don't give a damn if he ever wins a ring, you know. And watch him finesse his way out of Philly, just like he did Brooklyn, just like he did Houston, you know. But I said this a while ago that the only the only team that can use James Harden to the best of his abilities is the Golden State Warriors. If you really look at it, like his style of play is tailor made for him. To be honest with you, you know, Clay don't play defense. Curry don't play defense. Poole don't play defense. The only person that probably did play a little bit defense is Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't have to do anything. You know, that means him coming off the bench. Then so be it. But I truly believe that I truly believe that if there's any other team that can try to try to you know unlock James Harden, is the Warriors. Because any other team is just gonna be a distraction. You know, he's just gonna be a distraction. And if you really think about it, it makes sense. I mean, what is the Golden State Warriors philosophy? Spread it out, shoot threes. Spread it out, shoot threes, right? So, you rarely see them attack the board. That's why the Grizzlies had so much rebounds, offensive rebounds. They had like the Grizzlies had so many rebounds. No, it wasn't the Grizzlies. It was the Looney. Looney had like 23 or 22 rebounds. You know, that's because the Grizzlies went small. They went small ball. They took Adams out, and I think Jackson was still in the game, but he was just getting out muscled by Looney. But like I said, man, if this doesn't work, which I think it's not gonna work because next year he's gonna be a free agent, and I don't think Philly's gonna extend his contract. With Philly having Maxey that they can probably build around to be the next point guard. You still got Thibault. You still got you know um, you still got the other pieces. So you know, I mean, they can let James Harden go. They really can. You know. Um, but like I said, if Philly doesn't work, which I don't think it will, um, his last shot is Golden State. That's the only team I can see that probably makes a lot of sense. Because of Curry's style of play, Clay's style of play, that means him coming off the bench. So be it, because I don't think he's going to start over any of those guys, especially Poole, the way he's been playing. So him coming off the bench, I think that's the only, I think that's the only logical idea for him to possibly win the ring. Um, but let me know in the comment section down below, man. Do you think James Harden is a journeyman or a bust? Or maybe he's just not on the right team that can utilize him the right way, you know? Um, and there's rumors that he want uh, Mike D'Antoni, like Mike D'Antoni, like Mike D'Antoni's gonna make any difference, you know? Um, but, I mean, obviously you saw when he was in Houston, same tune, same result. Didn't necessarily work. you know. But, let me know in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.